Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 40 as well, where we do the Young and the Restless soap opera recaps and reviews. We're going to go over the one that aired on Wednesday, February 22nd. We go into the first scene. We have Victoria's there at GC Buzz, and she's directing Mariah about how the products should be aligned for the interview. And Mariah is very impressed. But Victoria is wondering, where is her team? Then we have Billy and Jill are still fussing about Colin. Kane tells Colin, Jill can have you arrested for grand larceny from what you did to her and stealing all her money. You should be ashamed of yourself. And Colin is still enlisting Kane to help him get back in good graces with Jill. Devon is at GC Buzz with Lily. Lily is looking for Kane. She don't know where he is because he's supposed to be there supporting her. Devon tells Lily to stop stressing about Hillary. Okay, Hillary is asking Jordan about how, why, when, and where him and Lily had their past. Okay, go to commercial, come back. Well, Kane tells Colin, it's not my problem about your money troubles, okay? Colin wants Kane to go to Devon for the money. Kane is saying, no way, no how, never, never, and not in this world, not in this life, okay? Lifetime. Kane tells Colin to not go to Devon either for money, period. Colin says he would just have to talk to Jill. Kane leaves. Kane is telling Colin, can you just be proud of me and what I'm doing instead of just wanting something from me all the time? Billy and Jill are fussing about her not being able to see Colin. She wants her Colin. Colin, because she don't want to be alone. Jill is trying to tell Billy, could it be that Colin really loves me and not just want me for my money? Jill is begging Billy to get Colin to her bedside. Billy says Jill can see Colin when she gets out the hospital, when she goes home, but not in the hospital. Jill has figured out that Billy has told the staff of the hospital to not let anyone that looks like Colin get into Jill's room. Jill feels like a scolded child. Devon and Hillary making small business related talk. Kane finally gets into the interview commercial and finds Jordan there. And Lily tells Kane she's thinking about hiring Jordan exclusively for brash and sassy. Kane doesn't like that because he really thinks that Lily may tend to, talk with him more confidentially and not come to him about their problems. And then it doesn't help that Jordan is fine as hell. Okay, go to commercial, come back. Kane is still not liking that move that Victoria wants to make by hiring Jordan full time. Kane goes on to tell Lily a few words of not to, goes on to tell Victoria a few words of not to micromanage him. They get in a fuss about the whole setup with how the interview is set up for us, where they're going to be sitting. He thought him and Billy was going to be in there. Victoria said, no, it's just going to be her, Lily, Mariah, and Hillary in the interview. So he kind of feels kind of shunned. Then Billy walks in and takes up for Victoria. Neil talks to Colin about what he did to Jill at the athletic club. Colin tries to get Neil to get Devon to give him the money. Neil is asking Colin, did you really ever love Jill, or was it really about money? Jill is dreaming about the last conversation she had with Colin, and she's remembering the conversations or past conversations she had with Mrs. Chancellor when Mrs. Chancellor was alive, and she was telling her about Colin. Colin's no good, this, that, and the third. But she didn't listen. And about making a big mistake in loving him. Oh, excuse me. Go to commercial, come back. We have Kane is asking Devon, has he seen Lily? Devon is telling Kane he's sorry about losing brash and sassy beard. He said that's okay. It'll be others. Devon is asking about Jill and her condition, and they go on and make small talk about that. Then Devon is saying, well, Colin is a bad dad anyway. Then Kane gets offended and says, yes, but he's my dad, and he's made Jill a lot of money in the past. And Devon is surprised to hear Kane taking up for his dad, Colin. Kane sees Lily before the interview, and he reassures her she's going to be fine while Billy looks on. Small talk still going on with Neil and Colin at the athletic club. Basically, what everybody told Colin, stop thinking about the money and just go to Jill like a man, scorn, and see if she'll forgive you. Okay? Jill still is dreaming of Mrs. Chancellor and defending Colin against her in her dream. Go to commercial, come back. The interview has started with Hillary, Mariah, Victoria, and Lily. And of course, Hillary has to take a turn for the worse. She goes off script and enlists Jordan in the interview and bring him and Colin in, no, bring him and Kane in to be like guinea pigs on testing a product there that Victoria and Lily are promoting for Brash and Sassy. Then Hillary's just, woo, I tell you, she's just going totally off script, embarrassing Victoria and Lily at first, it seems. Then she turns it into a sex thing where muscles are riveting out there, and everybody's just getting into the whole scene of the macho man and how he looks good and perfume being sprayed on him and how it makes women flock all over them. So it was a good scene. She wants to see the sexy bodies, and Jordan and Kane don't disappoint. I'm like, wow, Hillary turned something bad into good to good. I don't understand that one. Jill Steele's daydreaming about Catherine Seal. She's dreaming really about Catherine Chancellor and all her words of wisdom that she's given her in the past, and especially about dropping Colin to the curb. Then we have Hillary still up to her dirty tricks again, trying to flirt, get Devon, thinking, about all he's losing. Okay, lust and sex. Well, that's it all. Lust and sex. We go to commercial, come back. Devon is getting jealous of Hillary flirting with Jordan. Colin finds his way in Jill's room, and Jill has woken up and sees him. Okay, we have Victoria and Billy are at Crimson Lights having coffee and making light talk about the interview and how it turned out. Kane is celebrating the interview with Lily. When they get home, we go to commercial. Then we have Hillary's flirting again with Jordan when he's about to leave. And she's asking him to come back and take pictures of her and Mariah anytime he feel like it. And of course, the social media and the buzz at the news station is just going crazy about that particular interview that they just got finished shooting live at GC Buzz. Dan Devon, I told you he's just a punk honey. He's whipped. He is whipped in all shapes, forms, of fashion. He goes on and just tells Hillary that he's still in love with her. He's mad that she's flirting around. He don't want nobody with her. He wants to be with her. And he said, you want to still be with me too. And he goes on and kiss her. And they kiss and they finna go make some sex, and she probably come up pregnant. And then she really gonna still go back to her old tricks, and he's just gonna be stuck with him. So I'm like, fine. If you want her to drag you through the mud, make scandalous talks about you, or make you look like a fool in social media, in the world, society in general, city, so be it, hell, so be it. Because you are just totally whooped. She can take you, drag you, beat you, slang you really. And you'll still be like, Hillary, Hillary. And she's just like a siren, and you're going all into her web or disaster. Okay? But anyway, it is what it is. You go on back with her, y'all solidify y'all marriage, make plenty of babies, and you just be a henpecked man. That's pretty much it. She just strains you and plucks you whenever she feels like it. Okay. Then we go to Kane and Lily. They're making small talk, and then they go to the bedroom and start making love. We have Billy and Victoria talking about Kane and Colin, and you know, Billy's trying to make them seem like they're just so bad. They're just such bad people. But I'm like, Billy, just go on and kiss Victoria and see where it comes out. Y'all might end up in the bed too. Then we go to the last and final scene. We have Colin and Jill finally get a chance to speak about their future, while Jill is fantasizing, or she's I don't know if she's delusional, but she sees Catherine Chancellor at her bed post, motioning her to just break ties with Colin altogether, because Colin's just too much a gambler. He's always taking things that's not belonging to him, especially somebody's fortune, and just blowing it caution to the wind, or it may come back, but it's just a whole episode of what he does when he does it, and he takes nobody in consideration. So she's pretty much gonna tell him, I'm thinking tomorrow that it's over. But it is what it is. That was my recap and review of The Young and the Restless that aired for February 22nd. Talk to y'all soon about Thursday's episode once I see it and get a chance to review it, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Blessings.